I assume that you were struggling with creating a wall planks in Revit. Actually, to pick what is the best method, what is the best process to create them in a certain cases. And for example, in this case, I'm pretty sure that a lot of you will start with a solution where you will create the main wall and then you will just join on that wall additional wall types with additional thicknesses and additional length. So let's say this is wall type with a thickness A, this is the other wall type with a thickness B, or this is the third wall with a thickness C, and so on. Or the other way around is to create wall sweep types, different profiles, and the same, the profile A, the profile B, the profile C, and so on. And you have just one wall like this, for example, in your entire project. So is it worth, or it doesn't matter if you have one or more, is it worth to have a lot of different wall types which you're going to use just as a covering or the wall profiles? From my point of view, it's not. And in this tutorial, I am going to show you the other way around of how you can create the wall planks in Revit. And as you can see, in Revit, I created two walls. So they are the basic walls, and of the layers, they have the structure 180 and then just have the finish of 20 millimeters. And for a first one, I will create a couple of reference planes, and it's very important to name them. So I name this as 1, and then I'm just going to copy them. So it doesn't matter what's the distance, I'm just going to copy like this. And now when we created those reference planes, keep in mind that it's very important to name them so the Revit can recognize them. I will go to 3D view, I will select that wall, and then I will go here to create parts. And then when the parts are created, I'm going to select our face part, our wall covering, and then I will go to the white parts, and I can edit sketch or I can take intersecting references. So I would like to show you how we'll work with the intersecting references. And then here you see that we can take the filter, we can take the levels, we can take the grids, or we can take the reference planes we have in our file. And this is why it's important to have them named, because if they are not named, they will not appear here. So I created from 1 to 7, and then I'm just going to select them all, to click OK, and just hit boom. So Revit made the different parts for us. And if I, for example, just move this one like this, you see that the cut is moving as well. And now you may wonder, okay, we created reference planes, we made those cuts, but how I can create the different thicknesses of all those coverings? So what you need to do is to select any of them, and then just be aware that you can click on Show Shape Handles and you can simply adjust it. Or you now wonder why it doesn't appear in our plan view. And you need to be aware of this thing. So in plan view, just take a look that the parts visibility shows original. So I would like to have show parts. And now when I select our parts, I can also from a plan view click on Show Shape Handles, and I can be more precise. For example, 25 from here. I can do the same, for example, for this one. And there is also a very important thing you need to know when it comes to this way of working. So for now, we have the same material everywhere. But if I, for example, select this part, you will see that it's ticked material by original. So if I tick it, I can then pick material only for that part. So I can maybe just take this wood shake. So let's click OK. And it's that easy. But let me show you the other example. So in this case, you will probably say, okay, but why I need to make this with parts? I can make this with a reveal, and you are completely right. You can do that with a reveal, but what I would like to show you is how you can control the gaps with the parts. That's pretty easy. So for that purpose, I made this wall, and then I'm going to convert that wall into parts as well. Then I'm going to select this one, and then I'm going to go to the white parts. And in this case, I'm not going to use intersecting references. I will take edit sketch, and I will just need to pick the plane. So it's going to be this one, and I will create lines like this, or I can simply just open our elevation view. And then I can from here just copy this for, let's say, 75, 125, 50, 100, 75, 125. It doesn't matter. And before I am finished with this, you will see in the properties palette that we have gaps. So if I just hit 5 millimeters, the gap is going to be formed of 5 millimeters. Or if I select it again and go to edit division, I can just go and make it 25. And this is the way how we can control this gap, or division and make it 10. And that's basically it, how you can use the parts for the wall coverings. I really hope that you are going to find this one useful, and if you're interested in leveling up your Revit skills, just join our community of architects and interior designers. It's completely free, and keep in mind that from March 7th till 28th we are going to have a free Revit workshop there. So one more time, it's free, you just need to sign up and you will find the link in a video description.